Okay, so balance mode.
Manual. Stabilize.
Stabilize, as I call it. Put it up here. With sort of something to keep it pushed down. So now, everything in the lower position. Press and hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Aileron moves. And I've somehow managed to change the flight mode again. 1, 2. And now they are both lit again. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? This is what I'm trying to do. Radio calibration. Please switch the flight mode to balance mode, which is all the way up on my radio. The lowest position. The other joysticks on the neutral position. Press the set button on the tuning board for more than 3 seconds. So 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant. Now both ailerons are working. That should be the radio set. Now, what about Kopilot neutral configuration? So, mode 2, everything bottom left. So, if I do that now, I'm actually using the phone screen to help me. Wait for everything to flash. Release everything. Now, in theory, I can now unplug the plane, plug it back in, wait for it to pick itself out, and that should be now set to neutral. Excellent. Right, okay. We will double check our system. So down is up, going left puts in, no, going right puts in left aileron. It is right. That's basically it. Whoops. We now just need to add the camera and put in the receiver, and it's done. Good news, everybody. Yes, so that was some nice struggling with the ZOHD Copilot, but fingers crossed that should be sorted. What I'm going to do is, because I have many of these, I'm actually going to put this in our box to go out to the van. So if we do go flying with it, I have the instructions to work out why the fuck this thing doesn't work properly. But also, it looks like this board does have to be kept in the plane, which is a pain in the arse. So what have I got to do left on this plane is mount the camera, power it, and put in the receiver, and it's done. So I will get on with doing that. The only other problem, of course, we have is this.
Return to launch.
No.
Manual.
This weird situation going on. What I might do is just how can I do this? If I power the board with a little 6-cell battery, 6-cell NiCad, just to make that clear. If I unplug this, I'm going to get a little extension lead.
Telemetry lost.
Telemetry lost, excellent. A little extension lead. I'm just going to temporarily remove the red pin. I say remove the red pin, so we're not getting it powered twice, even though I don't think it'll make that much of a problem, but we'll just do it for protection reasons. We'll put the battery into aux, so that can be powered up, and in manual mode, and in manual mode ready for us to do stuff. Telemetry recovered, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to unplug the throttle, and then we can run that through our doctored extension lead, which all I've done, by the way, is that, so that it's powering the board as well. Come on, you piece of fucking shit. Yeah, you can sometimes tell when you're getting a bit fed up with the project. which, for fuck's sake, it's usually when the swearing starts. Okay, I mean, this is definitely a lot better than, whatchamacallit, Doodle Bob. You know who I mean. I know. It's a lot easier. So if I now plug in that to there, let me just do that for the sake. And then plug in the battery. Still not 100%, but certainly a lot better. Excellent. Okay, so now, if you listen for the noise, that's my fault for being...
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
We have some more problem with that battery being knackered. Okay, fair enough. Right, okay, so I'm going to remove that for now, and we'll go back to normal, and I'll be back shortly.
Telemetry lost.
I have to edit this video anyway, so...
Telemetry recovered.
Okay, so now if I show you what's happening here. Nothing, probably.
Return to launch. Manual.
Still not quite at the bottom, but better. So, yes. So what have we got left to do? We've got to glue this in, put the camera in, run the wire, just a power wire, route that out of the way, and install our receiver. And then this is done and ready for flying, and I'll be so happy. So, you know what? Sod it. What time is it? I don't have a watch on. Phone's in the middle of doing this. It is double digits. It's 12:03. So I could probably get this done by past and then have some lunch. Some luncheon, everybody. Yeah, so I'll see you soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I believe it is now finally finished. I have added some of these horrible garish ZOHD stickers. The camera is glued in. As you can see, gluing it in made a bit of a mistake. Well, the camera isn't glued in, but the red 3D printer thing underneath is. Another thing is the fact that the battery came out. I'm still tempted, in all honesty, to poke some holes through the bottom of this and have a strap. I'll be completely honest with you. Just in case that does come loose. Again, it depends on what I'm going to use. If I'm going to end up racing this round, then yes, I will. If this ends up being just a small, long range, as much as you can get on something like this machine, then we'll see where we go. But yeah, I think I took the speed control out of this because the motor was going the wrong way, so I had to just reverse red and black round on the motor end, not this end, for fuck's sake. Now, in terms of the prop, I couldn't actually get the original nut all the way down, so I've had to use a nut and then a nut to make sure it stays on. I even tried a couple of, like another lock nut of my own. It still wouldn't go down. Super tight, don't know why. That is a lot of movement.
Stabilize.
Also, we'll see how this servo gets on, of course. I have a horrible feeling that, well, I've decided I'm not going to fly this as my first plane back, because, I'll be honest with you, let me shut that up. I'll be honest with you, I think this is going to be really twitchy. Two things I haven't checked, actually. Well, hang on, let me finish where I was going with this. So, I've got all the bits, all the instruction books and things for both the camera and the ZOHD and everything in here, as well as some of its other sort of random accompaniments. And I've also got the other prop as well, because we decided to give that a try. But it does seem to have a fair old waft behind it. So two things I haven't done is weight, both in terms of C of G and to see how much it weighs. So if you bear with me, I'll just find that out for you. So as you can see, I have, let me try and get this more central of the thing. It's about 50 grams over. I think if you used the 2S pack, you could probably get it below 250 grams. I'm not too bothered about the whole 250 gram thing. In terms of C of G, if I measure it bang on the marks, because there is marks under it, if I measure it bang on the marks, it's nose heavy. If I put my finger so I'm sort of butting up against the edge of it, sort of here-ish, it balances fine. So that'll be fine for me. And that's where the exit hole for the thingamabob is. There is quite a bit, so it will get bent over on landing, but I think it'll be fine. I'll just put a little bit of glue around the plastic sort of T-junction thing there. But that is it, ready to go. I've had it with GPS lock and everything, so I know that that's fine. I hopefully you can remember what the lights are by the time we get there. And yeah, it's all ready to go, really. Still very light. I mean, if you could remove the wings in this current state, you could easily chuck it in a bag. If I was you, if you are going to do it so you can take the wings off, I'd probably recommend putting in some small extensions between the flight controller and servos, just so you're not knocking the flight controller about every time. But yes, it's got a fair old bit of poke behind it. Actually, goodbye, kicker. The very last thing I'm going to do off camera, because it's fairly easy to do, is I'm going to program a throttle disable switch, so that this won't accidentally set off across the ground at me or rip off my fingers, because it spins. I mean, how many kV is it? Does it say on here? 26,000 kV, so it's or 2600 kV, should I say? So it will try and rip off your face. But this is it for the Dart for now. Fingers crossed, I could possibly get some flight footage at some point, but there's nowhere really big enough near me without going on like a massive trek to deal with it. So I'm not going to for now. But yes, we will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.